I know all is well. I know you're enjoying the content. I had to take a sabbatical. You know how it goes. You know how us older gals got to lay down. Okay. With that being said, remember, everything is available. Follow the directions at the bottom of each and every video. And that is the best type of assistance you can give a girl. Like, watch, comment, and subscribe. Watch is the most important thing in that whole direction package. Watch. And make sure you get in them comments. It's live over in Girl, what they got to do with wrestling? It's always live if you want something outside of pro wrestling and the shenanigans that goes on there. Let me just say this for old time's sake. WrestlePalooza! Okay, so, speaking of which, ESPN, they went ahead and they did their review, and I didn't see anything wrong with it. Actually, I think they were pretty liberal. They gave it a C. Well, apparently, there are a number of people within WWE surprised and puzzled that ESPN would publish an article grading their first ever PLE at a C level. Why? I don't understand why people are surprised. Or what? Those within are openly wondering why ESPN would want that kind of online stigma after what many considered a fairly standard event. Who considered it was standard? The fuck? It was terrible. Terrible. You know, the last thing I need is people to just be glazing each other. The shit wasn't no good. You should be happy that someone was being honest with you and told you the shit was a C, which again, they were liberal. Many fans commented on the report that WWE called out ESPN, and most of them are confused by WWE, especially because most thought that the PLE was average. One fan believed the WWE needed to hear negatives from its partner, and they wrote, WWE need to hear that from their broadcast partners. Maybe this will make them step up the game. Another fan said, isn't your head of creative hyping this event with so many surprise or something like that, and to end up underwhelming? I think they said it's a C. It's pretty generous because they paid you big money and you absolutely gave minimum effort. I agree. I don't see anything wrong. So all there is to say is that WWE should concentrate on not the negative press from ESPN, but instead on create a PLE with his next event, Crown Jewel. And I hope ESPN rip they ass a new one because it's already lining up to be lackluster and sucky. So let's head over to ESPN because I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't look to see what they thought because I already had my goddamn thoughts. I don't need to know what anybody else thinks because too many of y'all be glazing and then most of y'all be screaming and shit all in the mic yelling and shit. Don't nobody want to hear that. I don't know how y'all watch some of y'all faves because they over there clowning and I'm just like, no thank you. Anyway, Vaquer and Io Sky got a B+. What's wrong with that? That's liberal as fuck. The Vision and the Usos, they got a C. Good. The mixed tag between the Lees and the Lynches, they got a C. I would have gave them a damn D. Are you fucking kidding me? The main event got a C, and that definitely was like a D-. And so John Cena and Brock Lesnar got a C-. That was a fucking D. Overall, a grade C. And they said everything else was either underwhelming or set up for a future match. For a card that promised to have epic moments, it fell a little short of expectations. What's the problem? I don't see anything wrong. I think ESPN hit it on the money. I actually think ESPN was extremely liberal. And for those who have some type of issue with it, they might as well get over themselves. Get the fuck over yourself. You thought, listen, Netflix should start doing some reviews. And the crazy part is it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. We got fucking Survivor Series coming up. That War Games is war the fuck out. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. And I hope ESPN run their ass into the ground. Yeah. What's wrong with that? I don't see nothing wrong. So much so, it ain't too much for me to be even talking about. I don't see anything wrong. So what I say is, do you see something wrong with what they said? If not, go ahead and get in the comments. If so, go ahead and get in the comments. Let's have it.